sabi sa monoamine theory? There is reduction in monoamines. Because of that, the body, kasi walang lumalabas ng monoamines, the body will try to compensate by increasing, baliktad, nag-channel yung gene expression towards receptor synthesis. No? But if you give monoamines, there will be alterations in the production of critical proteins. One, it will downregulate the receptor number to bring it to normal. Two, it will upregulate BDNF gene transcription. So, if you're giving antidepressants, and what did I mention earlier? The common effect of your antidepressants is to increase monoamines or increase the monoamine receptor activity. There will be alterations in the gene expression, no? Alterations in the critical genes, no? That are important to produce its antidepressant effect. Ulitin ko ha. It will alter gene transcription, downregulating the synthesis of receptors, but upregulating the proteins necessary, or the genes necessary for BDNF synthesis. With this effect, it will tend to relieve depression. But I'm telling you, before you can increase, downregulate the receptors and increase BDNF, it will take weeks. The shortest may be 2 weeks. Kaya matagal yung effect. Klaro? So generally, what did I tell you? The general effect of your antidepressants is to increase monoamines. Huh? 1, by inhibiting reuptake. 2, by inhibiting metabolism. 3, by upregulating its receptors. 4, by promoting release of monoamines. Okay? Yan. Maganda na tayo tapos na yung intro. Kailangan ko pa intindi sa inyo yung para maintindihan nyo. No? Sige. These are examples of your SSRIs. This would be the usual therapeutic dose range. Ang kulang lang dito is escitalopram. Escitalopram is an enantiomer. It's the S-enantiomer of citalopram. Yeah, S-citalopram siya. It's the S-enantiomer of citalopram. How do these agents work? Pangalan ka, ay ito, mga friends, ibibigay ko na ito mga ano para mamaya, hindi ko na sasabihin pa ulit-ulit kasi ang haba. Pag SRI, ang sinabi ko, serotonin reuptake inhibition. Pag sinabi kong NRI, norepinephrine reuptake inhibition. Pag sinabi kong DRI, dopamine reuptake. Pag sinabi kong SERT, serotonin reuptake transporter. Pag sinabi kong NET, norepinephrine transporter. Ha? Kasi ang haba, parang yung ganun na sasabihin. Ha? They are highly selective to SERT. Pag sinabing allosterically inhibits, question, do they act on the same site as where serotonin binds or on another site? Allosteric kasi another site. Okay? But they can also inhibit dopamine system, but very minor. They have little effect on NET, but negligible. So mainly, the effect will be serotonergic, dopaminergic, noradrenergic. Serotonergic. Okay? Ako ito pa. Hindi ko alam kung 2 araw ko na inuulit ko siya palagi na 2 beses. Ganito yan ha. This is the serotonergic neuron na. Dito pala sa lecture na to, I used 3 books. Goodman, Gilman, Katsung, tsaka Stahl. Kailangan kasi marami kong aralin para mapaintindi ko siya sa inyo. No? Yung Stahl, maganda si Stahl, para siyang comics. Lahat na makikita ng pictures na ganito galing sa kanya. Nakita ko kasi siya, nung una wala akong pictures, mas maganda pala mag-explain na may pictures. No? Yan. Si Stahl is a good book for CNS drugs. Dali siyang intindihin. Yun nga lang, mahaba siyang explain. Actually, itong antidepressants, 3 or 4 chapters. Binasa ko lahat ito. No? 3 or 4 chapters. Pero kasi mas madali siyang maintindihan. Tandaan nyo, OBGYN ako ha, hindi ako psychiatrist. Anyway, ito yung serotonergic neuron ha. The serotonergic neuron has a regulatory mechanism. It is through your autoreceptors, ito mga blue. This is your autoreceptors 5-HT1A. They regulate the serotonergic neuron. That when serotonin binds to this receptors, ibig sabihin, pag nakabind yung serotonin dyan, ibig sabihin, serotonin is enough. Hence, this will inhibit neuronal impulse outflow. If you inhibit neuronal impulse outflow, it will now reduce the release of serotonin on the presynaptic nerve terminal. This is the somatodendritic area. Clear? Clear. 5-HT1A autoreceptors when occupied, kaya auto, the same neurotransmitter that activates it inhibits its own release. Klaro yun? So, si 5-HT1A, pag nag-bind dyan sa serotonin, it will inhibit the release of serotonin. However, when you give your SSRI, ano nga ini-inhibit ni SSRI? SERT. Ito. So, pag inhibit niya si SERT, what will happen to reuptake of serotonin? Enhanced inhibited. So, serotonin will accumulate in the somatodendritic area, right? It will now occupy your 5-HT1A receptors. But the problem is, if there's too much serotonin, ma-overwhelm si 5-HT1A receptors. So what will happen to the receptors? It will be saturated and will undergo downregulation. Downregulation. Kumunti na ngayon, kumunti, right? Na-downregulate siya, kumunti yung 5-HT1A, no? So what will happen if the 5-HT1A receptors will be downregulated? Nothing now will regulate the serotonergic neuron. Hence, there will now be an increase, dumami yung kidlat, no? It will be an increase in the neuronal impulse flow, which will now promote the release of serotonin on the synaptic cleft. And remember, sabi nga natin, if there is increased monoamines activating the receptors, there will be a change in the, consequent change in the expression of critical proteins, wherein the receptors will be down, critical proteins for receptor synthesis will be down-regulated, while BDNF will be up-regulated. Is it clear? Kailangan ko ulitin? Hindi na. Ay, salamat. Thank you, ha. Okay na, hindi ko ulit. Okay? Yan. So, yan yan. Kumunti na ngayon yung receptors. It went back to normal levels. This is also the reason why in the first 2 weeks of treatment, the adverse events are more commonly noted. And they tend to go down after a few weeks. It's because of the downregulation of the receptors. Klaro yun? Okay. Ito yung totoong nangyayari. Di ba si serotonin has a binding site on SERT, right? Once serotonin binds on SERT, it will undergo conformational changes. The only time SERT will go back to its normal conformational structure is when intracellular potassium binds to it. Kasi once intracellular potassium binds to it, it will now release serotonin inside the presynaptic nerve terminus. Kasi di ba reactive? Ibabalik siya. Once serotonin has been released inside the presynaptic terminus, that's the time SERT will go back to its original conformation. This is mimicked by your SSRI. But SSRI binds to another site. Claro? Okay. Only 80% of SERT will be inhibited by SSRIs, but that's all right. The problem is if SERT has undergone polymorphism. Pag may polymorphism sa SERT yung individual, they may not respond well to SSRIs. Okay? Yan. Ito rin ang isang nakuha ko isa. Tutuwa ako, di ba? Nandiyan yan, ano? Nasa ito. Mas madali kang memorize ko kapag ito itsura niya. Di ba? Parang bigay mo. Nakita niyo yung big, ano niya is the biggest, ano niya is, parang icon is SRI, di ba? Ano nga SRI? Okay. Kasi yun yung main action nila. The prototype is fluoxetine. Kasi siya yung una na-discover for this drug class. However, fluoxetine has little NRI. Ano nga NRI? And also has 5-HT2C activating properties. But it inhibits, it's a potent inhibitor of CYP2D6, and it can also inhibit CYP2D4. This is the reason why it has a lot of drug interactions, which means when you give fluoxetine with a drug, which is a substrate of CYP2D6 metabolism, that drug, other drug, will have higher or lower concentration. Sabi nga natin, inhibitor, CYP2D6. So what will happen to the plasma concentration of the other drug, which is metabolized by CYP2D6 or 3A4? Higher, lower. Plasma concentration, higher, lower. Pagka inhibitor, paano mangyayari sa metabolism? Inhibited, enhanced. So ano mangyayari sa plasma concentration ng drug na metabolized by CYP2D6? Higher, lower? Ulit. Si fluoxetine, dapat malapit ako. Si fluoxetine, CYP2D6 potent inhibitor. Pero inhibitor din siya ng CYP3A4. Example na lang natin, lipid lowering agents. Atorvastatin, rosuvastatin, metabolized yan by CYP3A4. Pag binigay mo yung fluoxetine, ano mangyayari sa plasma concentration? Higher, lower? Hindi ko marinig. Higher, lower? Higher kasi mami-inhibit yung metabolism. Klaro yan Kasi magbibigay ako ng questions about drug interaction. Sertraline. Si sertraline sa DRI. Ano ang DRI? N-sigma actions. Pero nakita nyo wala siya halos CYP activity. Paroxetine, dito mas dumami. Similar to fluoxetine, it has a little NRI, but it has nitric oxide synthase activity and an anti-muscarinic, some anti-muscarinic effect. It is also an inhibitor of CYP2D6. Fluvoxamine. Similar to sertraline, meron siyang sigma actions. But it is a potent inhibitor of CYP3A4 and could also inhibit CYP1A2. Citalopram and escitalopram are selective to they are relatively selective to SSRI. To serotonin disruptor. They're selective to the SERT. So kung ikaw yung doktor at maraming iniinom ang pasyente mo na gamot, ano ang pipiliin mo sa mga ito? Citalopram, escitalopram, pwede na rin si sertraline. Kapag na naman yung DRI doon. They modestly or they really affect CYP to at lower levels. Hindi masyadong affected sa CYP. Okay? Okay? So, ano nga? What would be the main effect of this drug? Serotonergic. Kasi it increases serotonin, accumulates serotonin. But bakit slow? Ayun pala napunta ko mag-repeat kanina. Slow ang action nito, why? Before it could release serotonin, its activity starts at the somatodendritic area, right? And that process takes time. Aside from that, BDNF synthesis also takes time. Nabanggit ko na siya na siya yung prototype. Again, what's the main effect of this drug? Serotonergic. So will this be beneficial to conditions that have serotonin deficiency? That's why it works well in these conditions. Diba pinakita ko na kanina, these are conditions associated with serotonin deficiency. But SSRIs are considered, this drug class is considered as the first line drug class for the management of depression. Okay? Pwede pumunta lang na sa panic disorder, baka kasi sabihin ko, sinabi ko, pwede siya. Pero kasi pag ang pinag-uusapan natin, acute panic attacks. Pwede ba itong agent na ito for acute panic attacks? Can the administration of this agent be beneficial for acute panic attacks? Why not? Yes, slow ang onset. And acute panic attack na siya. The best for acute panic attacks would be your benzodiazepines, intermediate to long acting. One example is alprazolam, it's an intermediate acting benzodiazepine. Pero if you just wala siyang acute panic attacks and you just want to prevent the individual from having a panic attack or lessen the frequency of panic attack, siya yung maganda for maintenance. Kasi problema sa benzodiazepine dependence. Okay? Para yan na, why do they cross the CNS? Bakit sila nagpo-cross ng CNS? Ha? Nasa slide ang rason. Ha? They are they give rise to active metabolites. Example na lang is fluoxetine. Once it is metabolized in the liver, it gives rise to norfluoxetine. Norfluoxetine has a half-life 3 times longer than the parent compound. That's why if you are chronically taking fluoxetine, and this bigla siyang na-discontinue, your patient will still remain in remission. Because actually, kung matagal na siya nakapag-fluoxetine, like 1 year or more, it will take 4 to 5 weeks until you lose the effect of fluoxetine because of the accumulation of norfluoxetine. Nabanggit ko na ito ha. Hindi ko na ulitin ito ha. So these are just the summary of the pharmacokinetic properties of your different SSRIs. Pag tinignan mo, relatively long ang half-life, lalo na to, no, yung si ciprofloxacin surgery, because they have active metabolites. Pero alam niyo ba, sa book ha, they are regarding paroxetine and sertraline to have short half-lives. Sabi ng book, I think si Katsu, they are regarding paroxetine and sertraline to have a short half-life. Pero pag tinignan mo sa sertraline, ang haba ng half-life ng active metabolites. Side effects. Tatandaan niya lahat ng nilagay ko sa ibabaw. Lahat ng una ko yung sinusulat. Yun yung common. Para yun ang una niyo matandaan. Ha? Ano nga main effect ng SSRI? Ano nga main effect niya? Serotonergic. Eh, di ba si serotonin napakaraming receptors from 1 to 7 ata? Diba? How will you get GI disturbances? When serotonin activates 5-HT3 in the 5-HT3 in the hypothalamus or brainstem, yung 5-HT3 receptor sa hypothalamus and brainstem, makikita sa chemoreceptor trigger zone. Di ba pag na-activate si 5-HT3 sa chemoreceptor trigger zone, it will subsequently activate the vomiting center. Kaya may nausea and vomiting. Pagdating naman sa GI tract, 5-HT3 and 4. Once this is activated in the gut, this will cause increased GI motility, causing the abdominal cramps and the diarrhea. Okay? Diminished sexual function. It's due to 5-HT2A activation. Ha? Baka nakatawang receptor yung sa ano ata eh. Parang 5-HT2A din yung alertness. Oh. Tapos may iba pang receptors, mamaya, daanan natin. No? Kaya pag kaya din siya mas magandang inumin. Morning o evening? Tignan nyo. Saan siya mas magandang inumin? Morning o evening? Ha? Morning bakit? It causes alertness yan. Ha? Insomnia problema, hindi makakatulog. Ha? Weight gain is due to 5-HT2C. And then, please avoid giving this in the first trimester. No? There are times women, even in pregnancy, develops depression. And you may need to treat it if it is causing distress to the patient. No? Pero, ang SSRIs, relatively safe sila in the second trimester. We don't give it in the first time because one of them, paroxetine, was reported to cause cardiac septal defects on the fetus when given in the first trimester. Ano yung sabihin ng category D? Ha? Category D is an FDA categorization of drug use during pregnancy. Category D means there are fetal risks. But if the benefits outweigh the risk, you can give the drug. Wala kang ibang pwede ibigay, pwede ibigay. Pero avoid in the first trimester. True or false? Discontinuation syndrome is common with fluoxetine. Ha? Why false? Tandaan nyo ha, di ba yung example may why and how? Why false? Why is discontinuation syndrome not common with fluoxetine? Ha? Because of the long half-life brought about by its active metabolite. Discontinuation syndrome is common among drugs with short half-life. Sabi ko sa inyo, sabi ng book, in may paroxetine tsaka sertraline daw po. At pag tinignan mo naman yung pharmacokinetics, ang haba ng sertraline anyway. So, ano yung common symptoms? Dizziness tsaka paresthesias, which you can start having this 1 to 2 days after discontinuation of the drug, which may last a week or more. SNRI na tayo. Bakit sila tinawag na SNRI? Actually, ito, pag tinignan mo, SSRI siya, SSNRI, pero sabi ng books, SNRI lang. But if you look at it, they're both classified as SNRI. Pwede. Bakit? These two drug classes inhibits both NET and SERT. Ano yung difference nila? Mamaya. Start tayo sa SNRI. The prototype of the SNRI is venlafaxine. Ang kulang dito is levomilnacipran. Levomilnacipran is the active enantiomer of the racemic milnacipran. Probably levorotatory siya, kaya levomilnacipran. Siya kasi yung bago ha. Kaya wala pa siya yung bago. Okay? Actually, if you look at NET and SERT, NET and SERT are structurally similar. No? Okay? Very similar ang NET and SERT. No? Okay? Ano nga yung prototype? Ha? Venlafaxine, no? Pero pag tinignan mo si venlafaxine, weak inhibitor siya ng network SERT. No? But when you go to the other SNRIs, balance na, equal na yung SERT and NET inhibition. Okay? Punta tayo dito. No? Okay? So, do you agree? These drugs have a combination of SNRI and SRI activity. Yes or no? Madami na. Yan. Hindi nyo nag-alusan. Pag nag-lecture ako, sa parang may isang kaka-lecture sa inyo dito, pwede kayo kumain, kung nag-chichaw na, kasi hindi may mag-distract ko. Pwede kayo kumain, okay lang sa akin. Okay? Huwag nyo lang ako tutulugan kasi pag busog na kayo, manaan pa kayo. At all tutulugan. Okay? But, tignan nyo ito ha. Tignan nyo ito. Meron siyang a little DRI. So, ganito to ha. When we talk about SNRIs, example natin si venlafaxine kasi siya yung equal. Example lang nila, pero lahat sila. No? When you give SNRI at low doses, it could already activate, it could already promote SRI, which means it's highly potent or most potent action is to inhibit SERT. If you give it at higher doses, it will not be enough to promote NRI, which means it has moderate potency in inhibiting NET. But if you give it at very high doses, at the highest dose, that's the time it will have DRI effect, which means the least potent action of these drugs would be inhibiting dopamine transporters. Klaro? Ha? Okay? So, saan ang action nila? Presynaptic, postsynaptic? Their action is where? Presynaptic, postsynaptic? Presynaptic, kasi transporters. So, you can use this in conditions with serotonin deficiency or reduction in noradrenergic activity. Okay? It can also be used in non-depressive conditions. Like pain disorders, no? Yung fibromyalgia, ano yan eh, parang may muscle pain siya, no? Lahat ng skeletal muscles niya masakit. Stress urinary incontinence, among them, duloxetine is the one approved for this. And then for vasomotor hot flashes, ang approved is, no, pala di mo hulog yan. Parang gusto ko siyang i-plaster, hindi mo hulog. No? Venlafaxine is the one that is approved for vasomotor hot flashes. Actually, SSRIs are also approved for vasomotor hot flashes. Yan yung na-experience ng menopausal women. Okay? Venlafaxine is extensively metabolized in the liver, particularly by CYP-BD6. So, question: if this will be given with fluoxetine, what will happen to the plasma level of venlafaxine? High, low, no significant effect. Bakit high? Sino? There. Good potent CYP-BD6 inhibitors with fluoxetine. Example lang to ha. In reality, we avoid combining SNRIs and SSRI. Bakit? Pareho silang serotonergic. Remember, too much activation of the serotonin receptors can lead to serotonin syndrome. Ha? Example lang yun ha. In reality, we don't combine them together. No? Okay? CYP2D6 promotes the demethylation of venlafaxine, and it will now be converted to desvenlafaxine, which has almost the same half-life as venlafaxine. Desvenlafaxine has the same antidepressant activity as the parent compound. That's why they developed desvenlafaxine as a sole antidepressant drug approved by FDA. So approved na by FDA si desvenlafaxine. Since si desvenlafaxine is the O-methylated form, do you think it will still undergo significant hepatic metabolism? Not anymore. It will just undergo conjugation, hence it is largely excreted in the urine. Actually, 45% of the drug is excreted in the urine unchanged. Okay? Duloxetine also undergoes extensive metabolism by sinong SSRI inhibit CYP1A2? Yung drawing nito. Yung estudyante kami nalala ko. Tuwa ako kami. Nalala niyo no, ay sa bagay, nakapag-zoom ano kayo? Proctored exam na ba kayo dati? Yung ba yun? Nung pandemic kasi up to 2021, wala ko 2020, Zoom proctored, hanggang 2022 pa na, Zoom proctored yung exam. Kaya marami kami nagbabantay, hindi na pagbantay yung maliliit, di ba? Eh since pharma coordinator ako, nasa health room, mas gusto ko yung trabaho ngayon kasi minsan wala ako estudyante. Nasa health room, tatapon sa'yo yung mukhang mag-cheat. Kasi papan mo yung nalala ko isang estudyante, suspected na nag-cheat, ito yung laptop, yung iPad, nasa likod. Pag dala sa akin, can you pan your room? Sinabi ko palang, can you pan your room? Kasi may isa kang ano dito eh, gadget para nakikita ka. Karatak dito din. Sinabi ko palang, can you pan your room? Nag-cheat po ko, sorry po. Sabi ka, bilis ha, sabi niya. Eh kasi estudyante ko yan eh, advisory class, kasi sinabi ko na sa kanila kung anong consequence. Pag pinatagal pa nila, nag-cheat naman talaga sila. Ayun. Kaya kita, no? Kasi isang estudyante, hindi naman siya nag-cheat, pero dinala siya sa health room. Ang sabi nung may telegram chat group lahat ng proctors. Student 101, may number pa yun. From Zoom room 4 will be sent to the health room. Very distracting. Pag ilang sa estudyante, hindi pa sa akin, ganyan. Mas tinanong ko na siya, hindi ko naman tinis. Ako naman siya naman magsabi ka ba, oh, what are you doing, anak? Is there something wrong? Do you feel anything bad? Baka na-prong-prong na yun. So sabi niya, I'm trying to remember what part of the page I saw. Napalagyan siya ng gano'n. Tapos kumibilang siya kung page 1, 2, 3, 4. Huwag mong gagawin yun kasi it will take time para malaman mo kung anong page yun, di ba? Uubos ang oras mo. Kumasa naman siya. Tapos kinausap ko yun, nag-zoom meeting kami na mag-isa, kinausap ko siya na mas mauubos ang oras mo pag gano'n. Anyway, yan. Isin na ulit. Yan. Luboksan, hindi nandito, di ba? Siya yung luboksan. How many times should I give this per day? Once. Question. Ilidok sa why and how, di ba? Why will hepatic impairment significantly affect velocity, not desvelopment? Why? Nasaan yung attendance? Nasaan yung attendance? Why? Nakapikita ko Banyes. Mas Banyes. Nasa si Banyes? Why? Ulitin ko Why will hepatic impairment significantly alter duloxetine, not desvenlafaxine? Do you agree? Nasaan yung isang section? Baka sabihin na unfair ako. Mamaya ka na mag-sign. Magtanong. Ay, ano na lang ang pangalan mo? Sige. Papasigning ka pag sinagot mo yung tanong ko. Why is hepatic impairment more common with why will hepatic impairment significantly affect duloxetine but not desvenlafaxine? Ako paano pag di mo ko nagsagot ka sa side? Ha? Bakit? Sige na. Dahil tatawag mo na ako isa. Baggy. Yes. Very good, because more of renal, yung excretion in desvenlafaxine, unlike duloxetine, extensively metabolized by the liver. Klaro na, madali yung exam, may why and how May papakita na ako sa inyo. Ito, ang sabi dito sa libro ito nilip ko talaga ito sa libro. Lowest protein binding of all antidepressants, si venlafaxine. Pero pagdating mo sa isang page dito, lower protein binding than venlafaxine. O sino na ngayon ang lowest? Yan na si Fran, kasi lower ang binding niya than venlafaxine Diba? Palagay ko hindi na-edit nung in-update ko libro kasi bago ko si Milnacipran ang libo Milnacipran. Kaya nilagyan ko ng asterisk. Baka tanongin niyo ako, doktora, bakit gano'n lowest, pero lower than venlafaxine? Nilip ko lang yun sa libro. Milnacipran, similar to duloxetine, is largely excreted by the kidneys. Levonornacitran may somehow undergo desethylation by 3A3 or 3A4. Ha? This would be the pharmacokinetic property summary for these drugs. Kasi katsong ito lang ang binigyan niya eh. Ano? This is desvenlafaxine. Has a similar, almost similar half-life than venlafaxine. And araw-araw ko sasabi ko, nakakalimutan ko kasi idagdag. Sabihin ko lang kasi baka mamaya, pag nabigyan ko yung isang, gawin ko reference slide ko Dagdag nyo na lang. Di ba sa autonergic sila? NRI, SRI sila, di ba? So you also expect the side effects of SSRI. So autonergic din siya, hindi ko na lang nailagay. Pero meron ha, mamaya kasi nagpa-correction kayo, reference nyo yung slide ko. Sinabi ko na. But remember, since this is, kaya pwede ka rin mag-sexual dysfunction dito ha. GI adverse effects, sexual dysfunction, weight gain, lalo na yung alertness kasi doble siya, SRI at NRI, so lalong alert yan, no? Remember, di ba this will increase the availability of norepinephrine, right? Because you inhibited net. Di ba turo ko sa inyo sa SIMPA, the most common pathway that will terminate the activity of norepinephrine is through reuptake, di ba? 90% of norepinephrine is taken up by net. But that will be blocked by SNRI. No? So, if you have a lot of norepinephrine, it can now act to your postsynaptic receptors, right? Pag nag-act yan sa alpha-1, ano mangyayari? Pag nag-act yan sa alpha-1, ano mangyayari? Vasoconstriction, ano mangyayari sa TPR? Tataas. Pag nag-act siya sa beta-1, increase heart rate, increase of volume, ano mangyayari